I remember the very first day of school, my teachers were just like, all right, get up, introduce yourself to your new group. Like, I was like a deer in headlights. I was so used to just doing my book work, turning it in and getting my credit.
I was so used to teachers giving me worksheets and learning out of textbooks.
It was difficult at first, but it became a lot easier very quickly, and it gets easier for me every day.
Switching over last year to project-based learning and going to the Academy of Global Studies was life-changing for me, both as a professional and personally. I would never go back.
You start with the core values, the core lessons that you're supposed to learn, the standards, and you go from there and you work your way into how are you going to make that engaging, how are you going to make this authentic, how are you going to make it real to the student, how are you going to make them want to buy in and be a part of this thing, how are you going to make a real world problem that they want to solve. It completely revamped and changed everything I knew about education.
The projects are not just projects, but they're standards-based projects. So it would have been the same material that you learned from the textbook, where you take the test, you forget the material. The projects just brings it alive, and then you start internalizing it and making it real for you every day.
So in essence, it's the same idea of teaching the standards and the content in the sections of a book, except for it's meaningful and it's purposeful.
They're able to use critical thinking skills, delve deeper into the material, and then actually apply it.
That first group project kind of taught me that project-based learning isn't like doing projects in traditional education. It's a lot easier than that.
You all use your special skills, your strengths and weaknesses, and you put them together and you compromise, and then you reach your goal.
If you want to get the job done right, and if you want it to be easier for you, you have to push yourself to collaborate. That means talk to the people around you, work with them. If you have a question, don't be afraid to ask them about it.
If I don't know something, I know someone else knows it, then I ask that person. It's about collaborating.
There's always some kind of collaboration piece where you have to be able to communicate with other people and do everything you can to make sure that the product that you produce is the best it can be.
The students buy in and they own their projects. They own what they're doing. What they are producing is theirs. In the process of developing their product, they learn as much as they can about the concepts.
When you make something meaningful to a student, you can make it meaningful in a way at their level. So those kids who understand everything the first time you say it, you can push them further than you've ever pushed them before. But in addition, it's for those students who don't necessarily understand things that well. Being able to incorporate physical interpretations of mathematics specifically helps them to understand what the numbers mean and then help them to remember it.
The questions that they ask, they show that they're grasping concepts at a level that's greater than what you even expected them to get in the beginning.
Once you get into that whole spiel and they start going and they start rocking and rolling through a project, it's amazing to see their engagement level and how much they want to be a part of the project and they want to learn.
It's not just for math though, it's for English, it's for science, it's for history, and as a result I can incorporate all of those subjects into my math classroom, and those subjects can incorporate math into theirs.
We give them a foundation, but it's their responsibility to take that foundation and create this entire incredible learning environment. So the foundation, that's our responsibility, and we're really, really good at it. But as far as the creativity, that's where they come in.
I would be teaching a novel, and I've taught this novel for years, but by wrapping it around a project, they get even more engaged, and they come in and they want to learn about Othello. Who wants to learn about Shakespeare when they're in 10th grade? Well, these guys do.
I feel like ever since I've entered into project-based learning, I've gotten pretty confident with myself just because I have to present in front of people, and I've also realized what my strengths and weaknesses are.
You get the knowledge a lot quicker because you're not like staring at a book trying to figure out what it's saying. You can go find the source that's easiest for you to understand.
It's different every day and you can't really prepare for it because you're no longer just teaching a class. Now you're facilitating the class and you're giving them what they need and you're trying to add resources and value any place that you can. That's the coolest piece, is they don't even know they're learning half the time and they come out and they're like, man, I know all this stuff that I didn't know before.
We're going not like an inch deep anymore, we're going a mile deep and a mile wide, and then it gives them the opportunity to apply what they learn as well.